the daughter who betrayed her mother. Hi everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Emotional Stories by Olivia. My name is Olivia, and here I share emotional stories about love, family, betrayal, and life lessons that stay with us forever. Today's story is for anyone who has ever sacrificed everything for someone they loved, only to be betrayed by the ones closest to them. It's a story about trust, heartbreak, and the painful lessons life sometimes forces us to learn. Let's begin. Olivia Carter was 60 years old, with silver streaks in her hair and a heart full of love. She had married a man 10 years younger than herself, Daniel, a kind and charming man. But life had not been generous when it came to children. For years Olivia and Daniel tried, but it seemed nature had other plans. Olivia often gazed out the window, watching children play in the park, imagining how her own little girl or boy would grow up. She dreamed of lullabies, bedtime stories, tiny hands holding hers. But as the years went by, those dreams felt more distant. One cold winter evening, with snow falling softly outside, Olivia made a decision that would change her life forever. She decided to adopt a child. A little girl who had no family, no home, and no one to love her. When Olivia held the baby for the first time, her heart overflowed with joy. She named the child Sophia and promised her everything a mother's love could offer. Olivia poured her life into raising Sophia. She taught her to read, to dream, to believe in kindness. She celebrated every milestone, first steps, first words, first day of school, with tears of happiness in her eyes. For Olivia, Sophia was more than a child. She was a miracle, a piece of her heart she had been waiting for all those years. And Sophia loved her too. She called Olivia Mom, with a sincerity that melted Olivia's heart. But life's plans are rarely simple. Daniel, Olivia's husband, was 40 years old, 10 years younger than her. At first, he had been loving, supportive, and respectful. But as Sophia grew from a child into a young woman, Daniel began to see her differently. It started with small comments. "She's so smart, so beautiful, just like you were at her age," he would say. Olivia smiled, thinking it was harmless. But over the years, Daniel's words and glances began to carry a different weight. One evening, Daniel said something that shook Olivia to her core. "Olivia, you're older now. I can't help the way I feel. I love Sophia. I want to spend my life with someone my own age." Olivia froze. "Daniel, how could you say that?" Her voice trembled. He did not hesitate. "I tried to ignore it, but I can't. I'm in love with her, not you." Olivia's world collapsed. The man she had trusted, the man she had loved for decades, was now turning toward the child she had raised with all her heart. Sophia was now in her early 20s, a young woman who had grown up loved and protected. But Daniel's attention had begun to influence her. Slowly, she started to distance herself from Olivia. "Why do you control everything?" Sophia said one day. "You don't understand my life." Daniel whispered in her ear, encouraging her, subtly turning her against Olivia. "Mom is old. She doesn't understand your world. You deserve happiness. Happiness with someone your age." Olivia watched, heartbroken, as the girl she had raised became cold and distant. Every word, every glance, every shared smile seemed to drift further away. Olivia tried to hold on, reminding herself that love could survive almost anything. But deep down, she sensed a storm approaching, one she could not stop. Then the day came when Olivia discovered the truth. The home she had built with love, the life she had worked for, was being taken from her. Legal documents had been signed secretly. The ownership of the house, her sanctuary, her refuge, was now in Sophia's name. Daniel and Sophia confronted her together. Sophia, with a cold smile, said, "Mom, you were never really my mother. I choose him over you. You're old, you're irrelevant now." Olivia felt her heart shatter. She had given everything to this girl, loved her unconditionally, raised her as her own, and this was the thanks she received? Daniel remained silent, his eyes showing no guilt, only satisfaction. Olivia, who had once been the center of their world, was now discarded. She walked out of her home, heartbroken and alone. Olivia had lost almost everything. Her home, her husband, and the daughter she had raised. But she had not lost herself. She found comfort in the memories of love, in the knowledge that she had given Sophia every chance for happiness, even if that happiness was selfish and destructive. Over time, Olivia realized a painful truth. Love and trust are precious, but not everyone deserves them. Character, kindness, and integrity define a person. Not age, not blood, not convenience. Sophia and Daniel eventually faced the consequences of their actions. Love built on manipulation and betrayal cannot last forever. Olivia, though heartbroken, rebuilt her life slowly. She found peace in her independence, in small joys, and in the love she still had to give. Her story became a lesson. Even in betrayal there is strength. Even in heartbreak there is resilience. This story is a reminder that love, trust, and family can be destroyed by selfishness. Age does not diminish worth, and sacrifices made with a pure heart are never wasted. Thank you for listening to this story. If it touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel.